What's going on, guys? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Chill with me until the end to watch the blooper reel and comment features, and come say hi to us outside of YouTube. You can find our Instagram links down below. PDA stands for Public Display of Affection, and it ranges from something as simple as holding hands to something like a steamy makeout session. And lucky for us, we get to see PDA everywhere because the media likes to capture the most awkward PDA moments and then display them everywhere. Let's take a look at some of the most awkward celebrity PDA moments of all time. This will be fun and awkward. Starting off the list at number 10 is Madonna and Drake. The fact that the two of them are on this list together for PDA is still hard for me to digest because how did this happen? Alright, so back in 2015, the two of them performed together at Coachella, and during the performance, she leaned down to Drake, who was sitting on a chair, and had this full-blown makeout session with him, which was wildly uncomfortable for some people who pointed out online that he was 28 and she was 56. But putting the age aside, it was more awkward because of Drake's reaction. Footage and pictures captured Drake looking hella disgusted the moment the two of them stopped kissing. She snapped back to the images during an interview and said, "I kissed a girl and I liked it. Don't kiss Drake no matter how many times he begs you to." But Drake wanted to set the record straight and posted a picture of their kiss on his Instagram with the caption, "Don't misinterpret my shock. I got to make out with the Queen Madonna and feel 100 about that forever. Thank you, Madonna." Either way, people were still uncomfortable and tweeted that they were disgusted by it and called it humiliating. I don't know if I'd go as far as that, but I did feel a little uncomfortable watching the video. It's a little awkward. Coming up next, number 9 is Shawn Mendes and CABALLO. I'm going to start off by saying they are adorable, and I love them together, but that does not mean I want to watch them have some weird makeout session on my Instagram feed. The two of them are always really flirty with each other during their performances, which fans seem to adore, but some fans started calling them out for their PDA, saying they kiss like fish. Whatever that means. So the couple clapped back the best way they knew how and made a video of them making out in a weird and really sloppy way, basically to show that they kiss like fish.
Really hurt our feelings.
We just want to show you how we really kiss.
Yeah.
It was all a big joke, and I'm sure a lot of people laughed at it, but it was almost like an awkward laugh. Like, I wanted to look away, but I didn't because I like them, but it was kind of gross at the same time. I don't know. Love them, but please don't make another video like this one. Sliding to number 8 is Cardi B and Offset. If you're a fan of Cardi's, then it probably doesn't surprise you that she's on this list. The two of them shocked the world when they announced their engagement back in October 2018 after dating for less than a year. But people forgot all about that after they welcomed their baby daughter Culture into the world. Since then, they have taken the world by storm and did not leave any PDA behind. Let's just say they are not shy about showing their love for each other, whether that be behind the scenes or in front of the camera. I mean, at one of the biggest award shows of the year, the 2019 Grammy Awards, they were touching tongues on the red carpet. And I'm not saying like touching tongues like it's some kind of code word for making out. They literally stood there with their tongues out and just touched them together. Moving on to number 7, we have Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson. Tommy Lee Bass is best known as Tommy Lee, the founding member of the heavy metal band Motley Crue. He married the former Baywatch star after knowing her for just 96 hours back in 1995. The two of them got married on a beach, with Pamela wearing a bikini as a wedding dress, but got divorced 3 years later. Despite the fact that they didn't work out, they were always on and off as a couple throughout the years. And when they were together, everyone knew because they could not keep their hands off each other. Now, when I say that, it seems cute, which it is. It's sweet, but sometimes it just went a little bit too far. Like, I think it's great that you always want to be kissing and cozying up to each other, but let's keep it PG when we're outside of the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Like the poor people who are standing right behind them in that picture, I would feel so awkward. At number 6 is Janice Dickinson and a Random Man. After doing some research, I've come to realize that Janice has had some awkward PDA moments with basically anyone that she's been with. I guess she's just one of those really affectionate people when it comes to showing her love. Who knows? But there was one paparazzi picture that landed in a magazine showing her literally shoving her tongue down a man's throat, and the man could not be identified. Hence why I referred to him as Random Man. I'm sure he wasn't just a random man on the street that she just walked to and made out with, but he was random enough at the time that the media couldn't identify who he was or if they were a couple. Regardless, that is one sloppy kiss. After the first article was published, more started to surface and they identified him as her new boyfriend named Alex. No last name, just Alex. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Shane Warne chewing on Elizabeth Hurley. The two of them were together from 2011 to 2013 and Shane described it as the happiest years of my life. He wrote a new biography called No Spin, which included the details about the relationship and what caused it to come to an end. Their secret engagement was an impulse decision and he proposed to her on a boat just 18 months after they started dating. They ended up buying a home together and all seemed well, but they broke up before ever making it to the altar. Which is a shame because they were a really cute couple. But like the others on this list, they had their very uncomfortable PDA moments. A whole gallery of pictures flooded the media after they attended the Ascot races back in 2013. Keep in mind, this is a more formal event and there are tons of people around them, like in very close vicinity, as he's sitting there chewing on her lip and grabbing her butt. Like, you guys do you, but there is a time and place for everything and this is not it. Get a room. Here we are number 4 with Jamie Foxx and Halle Berry. The two of them had a sexy makeout session on stage at the 2009 Spike TV Guys' Choice Awards and made headlines immediately. This one was uncomfortable and awkward for a few different reasons. 1, because they were not together. 2, because the kiss was incredibly inappropriate. And 3, because she had a long-term boyfriend at the time. When Jamie announced that Halle was the winner, she went up on stage, grabbed his face, and the two of them had this wild makeout session for like 30 seconds with their hands doing some wandering. You know what I mean? She actually reached down to grab his crotch before walking away to accept the award. Classy. Turns out she did it all as a joke to mimic what Adrian Brody did to her at the 2003 Oscar Awards. Apparently, her boyfriend was okay with it, and Jamie was thrilled, saying that his life will never be the same after that. In our third slot is Miley Cyrus and Cody Simpson. It is no secret that Miley has no shame when it comes to being in the public eye. It's fair to say that she has crossed the line many times with PDA, inappropriate behavior, and nearly naked attire. So when we saw a video of Miley making out with Cody at a smoothie shop one morning, it wasn't all that surprising. The only thing that made it surprising was because she was fresh out of a marriage with Liam Hemsworth, so the majority of us were like, damn girl, you move on quickly. But since that footage surfaced, the two of them have confirmed their new relationship, and if they didn't, their PDA would have. The paparazzi has caught them in some steamy makeout sessions, but they don't seem to care. The two of them post some pretty steamy photos and makeout videos on their own social media accounts for the whole world to see. By the looks of it, Miley might have just met her match. She's finally found someone who is just as out there and crazy as she is. Taking over the number 2 spot is Meryl Streep and Sandra Bullock. Who could forget when the two ladies shared a kiss at the Critics' Choice Awards back in 2010? At the time that it happened, there wasn't much to the story that we knew about, but since then Sandra has opened up about what really went down and says that Meryl Streep asked for it. The whole thing was a joke and the two of them pretended to have some sort of beef when Sandra got up on stage, and then it led to this awkward moment where she just grabs her and kisses her. In my opinion, it was just a weird joke that I didn't really get. And even though the kiss itself was short, it was still really awkward to watch happen. Love these ladies though, so nothing against them. I just prefer to not see them kiss like that on a stage in front of hundreds of people. Finally at number 1, we have Ellen and Howard Stern. I bet you didn't think these two would end up on a PDA list together, right? I mean, Howard is married and he's not really Ellen's type, if you know what I mean. So it was incredibly awkward and a bit hilarious to watch them embrace in a kiss during an interview on her talk show. Howard surprised her with the idea on the spot because he said it would go down in history and everyone would be distracted from some controversy that involved Ellen. People were making remarks after seeing pictures of Ellen sitting next to George W. Bush together at a Dallas Cowboys game. So Howard said that this picture would erase the memory of that one. And boy was he right. It's an adorable idea, I can't lie, but seeing them embrace that moment together was just incredibly awkward. I think it was so awkward because Howard is like talking about it the whole time and even asks Ellen if she's ever kissed a man before. But the good news is the kiss did not involve tongue. For that, I am thankful.
Here we go. Hold it.
Alright guys, that is all the awkward PDA stories I have for you today. Let me know what you think of this list in the comments and give it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. While you do that, let's check out some comments from some of my other videos. Gaston0770 says, I think they might have an extra small t-shirt in LA somewhere. Pretty sure that t-shirt is a little too big on you. Not that it's any of your business, sir, but that shirt is an extra small. It's a unisex shirt, so I grabbed the small shirt they had. DeAndre Hutchinson says, I'm gonna say it, Tekashi should stay in jail. He won't last long on the street. That is a fact, but to be honest, he's not really returning to the streets when he's out. He will probably be back in Hollywood with his security team on standby. I think he'll be okay. Michael Ross says, I enjoyed this video. You have to do feud lists more often. Honestly, I had so much fun making that video. I would love to make more of them. So we will see. Fluffy Pain Chaos says, Cardi B, be Queen Bee. Can Jocelyn be Queen Bee too? I think so. That could be a new nickname besides Pickle Queen. Alright guys, that is our list for today. I am getting out of here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell so we can hang out every day. But for now, enjoy these bloopers. Tell me if my hair is all jacked up. Hey. No, I don't have energy. Oh, here we go. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Don't kiss. I love her. It's like making it look like your grandma. Not that she's a grandma, but like, that's a pretty big age difference, you know? I don't know, teach their own, I guess. But some fans started calling them, oh, I just spit everywhere. It was all a big joke and I'm sure a lot of people laughed at it, but it was, excuse me. I almost threw up there. I like upchucked my mouth, it was so gross. Yummy! Talking about kissing, like this. and they just stood there and like, just like touched tongues. It was so weird. Anyways, if you wanna like insert like an image of Zac Efron there, that'd be great. Powering through all these things.
Do it, almost halfway.
I got a lot of them. Sorry, I put pictures for every single one. You're gonna have to keep getting that focus on, boy. That was weird. Halfway through list at number 5 is Shane Warne chewing on Elizabeth Hurley. That sounds so gross. These are all really awkward to watch, to be honest. So awkward. So awkward. I was so confused watching that. Your boyfriend just watched. You should see this makeup session. I was like, oh my god, if my boyfriend would kill me. Not that I have a boyfriend, but you know what I mean. So awkward. Bruh. I don't get it. What was the joke? I don't understand. This one though was funny as shit. Oh my god, there's a video. It's so uncomfortable. It's so awkward. So awkward. You have to watch it.
It's not telling us not that bad.
It's awkward. You have to watch like the whole thing. It's like so uncomfortable. You're just like, ugh. I can't wait to be done.